Good morning, everybody. It's
Morning.
Monday. It's 10:00 something. 3 minutes late today. Sorry about that. Loads and loads to talk about. This is Mondays. Mondays every single week will be a fan channel roundup, as well as some of the biggest stories, which we'll get into in a second. At the end of the show, if we can get 20 subscribers or 100 likes on this video,
there's a little counter down there, a little subscriber counter,
then we will show you the best and the worst of what happens to a not streaker, but what do they call it?
Invader.
Pitch invader.
There you go.
Here is a tease of the clip that we could show you if you get to the likes or the subscribers. Well, it's up to you. Hit that like button and we'll show it at the end of the show, hopefully. I know if you're a subscriber already, then thank you very much. Hit that notification bell so you don't miss out every single morning at 10 a.m. Let's get into the back pages. Let us know your thoughts on the weekend in the comments. We'll read them out very, very soon. On the Express this morning, a lot of people going with Lewis Hamilton, understandably, winning the world title again. But when it comes to football, Unsworth is already up against it after that 2-0 defeat. We'll be showing a clip from Ped very soon about how upset he is at the situation at Everton. But they were pretty awful. Let us know your thoughts in the comments. Where are we? Conte, when it comes to The Guardian, he's saying England will be very hard to beat. He's talking about the fact that England won the World Cup this weekend.
Get in!
Get in there. Great stuff. The boys came back from 2-0 down to win, and it was superb stuff. Great summer for English youth football, and hopefully, and I'll put it out there again, England are going to win the World Cup in the next 20 years.
Yeah, it's an easy thing to say.
Facts.
All right, Benitez, calm down.
Okay, again, my teams are not boring, says Puel after debut win, says the Metro. And then let's get to the Mirror and essentially Everton.
Right.
A glorified PE teacher is the comment from Joey Barton in the back page of the Mirror. He said that on TalkSport. He's on TalkSport now as he recovers from his ban from gambling.
Yeah. What a poor soul, eh?
An Everton fan himself. It's interesting how outrageously rude he's been in these comments.
He wasn't holding back, was he?
He said, I used to watch him as an Evertonian and he was the most immobile left-back I've ever seen. He's not a manager. He doesn't look like one. I watched him waddling onto the coach. How can you get players to exert themselves physically when you're out of shape? He's a glorified PE teacher who shouldn't be in charge of a men's team. Look at him on the touchline. He's more like a steward.
What does his looks have to do with his ability as a football manager?
I think this is outrageous from Joey Barton.
What is he talking about?
In my opinion, there's absolutely no need for that. If you're an Everton fan, which he is, then you should be trying to get behind the team a little bit more.
Doesn't really sound like an Everton fan.
And he's managed them for 2 games. Maybe he's a little bit angry at the fact that they were horrific yesterday, in my opinion. They hadn't. I can understand what David Unsworth was trying to do. He's trying to add a bit more pace. He's trying to involve players who understand the club well. He's basically dropped out players like Sigurdsson. But it was really poor yesterday. And you've got to start from a defensive point of view first, I think, and be solid. And that first goal on the counter-attack was so poor.
Plus, up against the Leicester side, which have just lost their manager as well, it's sort of like the perfect game, I suppose. You're playing a team who is just as not as stable as you are at that time and being, so surely it was a game where Chelsea was always going to be difficult, and they actually played well there. They came out of positivity. They might have lost 2-1, but Pep was saying it's the best shape I've seen this season. Fast forward to a Leicester game, he's terrified.
Yeah, I'll let you know what Phil Neville thinks about it. He's written a piece in BBC Sport. But first, let's hear what Ped has to say. This was his instant match reaction after the game.
I'm terrified. I'm genuinely terrified. I watched that team today and I don't see anything in it. Don't see any ideas. I don't see any shape that can stop us conceding goals. I don't see a shape to help us score goals. This has been a common problem all season. And it just simply comes down to this. Our players are just not good enough. They're just not good enough. And that's the problem. You know.
So as you can see there, Ped's not that he's unhappy, he's deeply concerned about what's. I mean, to go from the positivity of what happened after that 2-1 loss to Chelsea, yes, they may have lost, but they saw shape, they saw commitment, they saw players which, under a new manager in Unsworth, who won the Premier League 2 title the previous year, knows the fabric of the club, can come and help them get out of it. All of a sudden, a game later against the Leicester side, all the positivity has been replaced. What do you?
I think it's got to be a scary thing when you're in a position where you thought it was the manager, and now you're starting to think it's not the manager. The bottom line is it's the players. He says so himself there, Ped. The players are not good enough. What are the comments saying?
There's a few comments. We need to get this out of the way very quickly. People are asking why you're dressed like an Eskimo, James.
Do you know, it's getting a bit chilly these days, and look, winter's coming, and man's not hot.
We've got Anthony Barrett saying, looks like Everton need Big Sam. We've got Daniel Verschuer saying, what Joey Barton said was something out of order. That's unusual.
Yeah, true. Phil Neville, as I said to you guys, he has been talking about David Unsworth, and he's saying that he is the man for the job. He should be given it on a permanent basis. Let us know your thoughts on this, because basically they've got Lyon on Thursday, Watford at the weekend, and then there's 10 days where you would expect a permanent manager to be given the job. But Phil Neville's saying he knows the club. He's done well. He's done the hard yards with the under-23s, which is contrary to what I said initially. I don't feel it. I just don't think he has the experience. I completely understand what Phil Neville's saying and what a lot of you guys have been saying, that he does understand the club, and that's a crucial thing.
Right.
But for me, I still think Everton can go out and get someone with a bit more experience, possibly a bit more knowledge.
I suppose it all depends on what you feel this job is now for Unsworth. Is it just helping salvage a poor season for Everton and then getting them back up towards that top 6, 7, or is it early enough to get a really established manager in and make that charge for the top 6, which was that was the goal at the start of the season, but is that still achievable?
Ped made a good point in his instant match reaction, not in that clip that you saw, but saying that they've got to get 10 wins now. They've got 8 points after 10 games. It's 28 games. They need to get 10 wins, so they need to sort themselves out. The other interesting point from this article, Phil Neville says, and he says he feels it himself, is from an English coach's perspective, we are not getting opportunities. We are seen as second-class citizens at the moment, and that has got to change. That is one thing I will apologise for, is that I think, and a lot of fans do, is they see an English manager or a British manager and they go, he must not have the knowledge. He must not be smart enough to do it. And so I would love to be proved wrong. I'd love to see him given the job a manager who cares about the club and them do brilliantly, but we'll have to wait and see. Let's move on to the other side of Merseyside, and here's what Paul had to say. It was a slightly different feel to Ped. Quick snippet here. Take it up.
Hello everyone, welcome to the Red Men TV. We've just beaten Huddersfield Town at Anfield, and it was great. The first half was absolutely diabolical. Am I going to talk about it? No! Dejan Lovren was meant to start and he never. Am I going to talk about it? No! What I'm going to talk about instead is the second half performance of Liverpool, which put them to bed. Everyone was much better in the second half, and again, they looked like they wanted it. And there was just more bravery on display, a willingness to play balls into dangerous areas and trust good footballers to do the business.
So Paul. Paul and Ped actually will be on Social Club this afternoon. So if you've got any ideas of things that you want the boys to chat about today, I think McCullough's on there as well, Adam McCullough maybe. Right. Get them in the comments and we'll get them to the lads and see if they can answer them for you. He was relieved, Ped was distraught. I was bloody loving it this weekend. I was on Instagram. It's something the Bull Street Network's doing quite a lot now. We're all getting on the Instagram stories on the Bull Street Instagram on a Saturday and getting bits and pieces if we're going to the game. I was at QPR.
Get up, get in!
Yeah, you might want to check out the football paper this weekend because Queen's Park Rangers are on the back page this week. Very happy.
Very different vibe to last Monday, eh?
Very true. Yeah, after we beat Wolves at home. The boys were fantastic, and I was able to capture the goal. This is that moment. Get in there.
Enjoy it.
Oh fuck. Fucking hell. Get up! Get in! Get in there!
Very happy James. As I said, a week after we did that video about QPR's 40 million FFP fine, you're then coming in Look at the smile on
Swings
that face.
and roundabouts.
Swings and roundabouts.
Swings and
Dave.
roundabouts.
Swings and roundabouts. There's so many swings and roundabouts in that Crystal Palace West Ham game.
What a game that was. 2-0 up Crystal Palace, West Ham, and then they completely threw it away. And as we do, every Monday we're doing that sort of fan channel roundup.
Yeah.
This is the one, innit? This is the one. Incredible stuff from West Ham Fan TV. As a fan here, who you can tell he knows he's having a bit of fun with it, but he's demanding more. Essentially he's demanding all the football shirts. Check this out.
How much do they get paid a week? 100 grand, 50 grand a week, right? And they didn't even fucking come over and give us a shirt, right? Because you know why they didn't do that? Because they're fucking embarrassed. They should have come over there, right? They should have come over there and give us the fucking shirts. They don't fucking pay for the fucking shirts. They could give us their fucking underpants, their fucking shirts, their fucking shorts, their fucking socks, right? And then don't give us fuck all. And if they fucking see this, I'm fucking fuck off. I'm telling you, they're right? They want to come out here. I want every fucking shirt next time I come here. They come here and they go, there he is, full kit wanker. Give him a fucking shirt, right? And that's it. I've got to go. I've got to have a beer.
And that was quality. I
Explosive.
love the ending as well. He's like,
Explosive.
right, enough's enough. I need to go get a beer. We need to get more likes if we want to show that Birmingham clip. We're at 46 at the moment. We want to get 100. If we can get to 100,
Come on, people.
we'll give you a minute. We'll go into the comments for a minute, so get your comments in as well. But if we can get to 100, then we share the clip. If not, then so be it. It doesn't work out this time. What you got
To
there?
the comments. Comment here from Dan Mallon. James, I would never go against QPR again. Wolves let me down for 120 quid.
Do you know what, I knew that as well. I knew it was going to be like this, an absolute accumulator killer. And also in my Instagram story, I was quite pleased. I was like, prediction, I'll give you 1-1. I'll take 1-1. I'll bite your hand off for it, but we'll probably lose. All right, I'll go 1-1. 2-1. Just like trying to get it in the Instagram story before it was done.
We've got a comment from Kamzab saying Everton wanted Daesh and Big Sam, so don't think it is an English thing outside the top 6, at least for them. I mean, Daesh has been at Burnley for 5 years now. In the current climate of football managers, that's a long time in the Premier League, and he's gone through 2 promotions with Burnley. Now they're flying high. He's just a very stable manager, and you can see that he's built this Burnley club around his own philosophy. And will Everton try and go after Daesh?
I think he's a great option for them, especially the way it's working for them at the moment. Everton, they need that sort of solidity, which is what Birmingham are about. I think it would work pretty well. But I guess there's David Unsworth, who the fans, they care about him, so they probably want him to maybe get the job. It'd be interesting to know. Let us know in the comments below. David Unsworth or Sean Dyche, who would you rather have as the manager? 69, we nearly got there, but we didn't this time. So unfortunately, we can't show you that Birmingham clip.
Missing out.
I'm sure you can probably find it on the internet though. We'll be back tomorrow with more news at 10. Let us know your thoughts on the show. And Social Club, it's on this afternoon, so make sure you don't miss that. If you don't want to miss it, hit that notification bell, subscribe to Bull Street, and we will be back tomorrow. See you later.
Take it easy, everybody.